So in case you're wondering, or if some of y'all been living under a rock for the last few months, this is a Nintendo Switch 2. And funny enough, this is my first official time showing my Nintendo Switch 2 off on this channel. I've done videos on the Switch 2, and I had a video made when the Switch 2 launched, but, well, actually it wasn't made, it was in the process of being made, and the whole entire thing fell apart creatively because certain things happened, and yeah, it just didn't gel out well. But that's another story for another time. One thing people have a gripe with the Nintendo Switch 2 is the dock. I mean, personally, I don't have a problem with the dock, but other people do, because you gotta realize when you dock your Switch, especially one that's protected like this one, because mine's got like this little protective armor casing on it. You slide it in and it covers the screen. Sometimes it'll scratch the screen up. If you don't have a screen protector on it like I do, you put it in and it sometimes will scratch the screen up when you're taking it out. So, of course, people are going to turn to third-party accessories. There are docks where you just sit it in and don't have to slide it in anything. And there are this accessory that I have right here. See, the good people at Cabletime, because you know G.A.A.S has come such a long way, I am being sent review items. So we're into that now. We're important, which is awesome. So the good people at Cabletime sent me this little accessory. This is a 4K60Hz USB-C to HDMI adapter. Now what this does, this plugs directly into the USB-C port of your Switch 2, right into the HDMI port of your TV, and it plays your Switch 2 on the TV without the use of a dock, which is crazy. You got dockless play for your Switch 2 on your TV. Dockless. The future has arrived, y'all, and I'm about to put you on game. We're gonna unbox this baby and we're gonna test this thing out, and we're gonna see just how awesome this really is. And before you ask, yes, there is a promo code and a link in the description below if you wanna check this out for yourself. But first, we have to unbox it. So that's what we about to do. And before we do, make sure you hit that like button, share this channel with everyone, with your friends, family, everybody. Hit that subscribe button, doesn't cost you a thing, and smack the hell out of the notification bell so that way you know when we go live with brand new content such as this. So without any further ado, let's get to unboxing. Alright, here it is, the 4K60Hz USB-C to HDMI cable from Cabletime. Like I said, this is a USB-C to HDMI adapter, so you can plug your Nintendo Switch. It supports Switch 1 and Switch 2. So, and here's a little sample of it on the back. Like, it plugs right in there, and it shows a dock. I have a similar dock to the Switch 1 for the Hori dock, but the thing is, the way the kickstand is on the Switch 2, let me show y'all real quick. The way the kickstand is on the Switch 2, most of the time that won't even be necessary to have that type of dock, because you can just use the kickstand and just plug it right up here on this HDMI port on the top. So you can just kickstand your Switch and plug it. And also, supposedly, this thing charges as you play. So we're about to find that out though. So let's get this thing open. Oh man, see, I never remember to bring a knife with me, so I gotta do this the old-fashioned way. All right, so we're opening the box. It's probably the easiest unboxing I've ever done. And we have the cable. Here it is. This is it. Velcro off so we can see this thing in its entirety. It's a nice bright color. And here's the HDMI. Here's the HDMI side of it. But here's the problem though. Here's a USB-C port here. There is not an extra. It just didn't come with a USB-C port. So I guess you have to plug a USB-C from the TV into a power source. Or from this into a power source. Yeah, see, it shows right there. Now, the problem is already this particular unit did not come with a USB-C cable for this purpose. Luckily, I have several USB-C cables lying around, so I'm going to go ahead and find one, and I'm going to plug it in, and what we're going to do is we're going to try this baby out. Alright y'all, real quick, I'm down here right by where I have my Switch 2 dock, which is right here. Forgive the mess because there's a whole lot of wiring down here in my setup that I'm still trying to get organized. And there's my Odroid, by the way. Real quick, we're going to do a quick comparison. Here's the regular dock. Slide it in there. And then it pops on the TV. So let's try out this cable. Alright, so I found my Switch 1 Hori stand, which works just as good with the Switch 2. I got the cable plugged in here, and then I got the USB-C plugged into the HDMI output in the back. HDMI output's where it needs to be. Let's power on. Let's see how it looks. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, we got Donkey Kong Bonanza going. And yeah, it's like you're playing regular Switch 2 docked, except you're not using a dock. And it looks absolutely beautiful. Wait, could it be that it looks slightly sharper than it does on the when it's docked regularly? How could that be? Or is it just me? I mean, it is 4K after all. 4K60Hz. This is awesome. I mean, look at this. Dockless Switch Play. We are living in the future, y'all. We are living in the future. We just did away with the Switch 2 dock altogether. This is insane. Well, this thing does exactly what it says it does. This is an awesome little product right here. You've got you a portable Nintendo Switch 2 dock without the dock. This cuts out the middleman altogether. And it also works on the Switch 1. And it also works on your phone. It also works on your computer. Anything with a USB-C port and can plug into anything with an HDMI port. This product I highly recommend. And what's funny is, like, you know, this weekend, or not, well, Labor Day coming up, me and the family are heading out to do another Disney staycay, and I will be bringing this with me, and I'm going to be trying it out on the Polynesian Hotel TV. And I love the fact that this right here, along with the other accessories, can fit snugly into my Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case, which, you know, that's another product for another video. But anyway, this right here, this 4K 60 Hz cable, again, I highly recommend this. If you don't like using a dock for your Switch 2, because a lot of people, let's be real, a lot of people play their Switch 2s, or their Switch 1s for a matter of fact, in portable mode, and only leave it docked to charge it. And a lot of people don't use the dock because they don't like sliding it in. So they buy third-party docks. Third-party docks are just something you just set it in and just lean it against a little thing and set it in and you're done. This, all you gotta do is plug it up. It charges as you play also, just like the dock. It charges just like the dock. This is, like I said, this is a dock for your Switch 2. Now granted, you have to get you have to plug it in from the bottom, so you got to get you one of these. Now, like I said, this is my my Hori stand for my Switch 1, because remember, the Switch 1's kickstand was absolute ass. But I went and got me one of these, and yeah, it works just as good with the Switch 2. And I think they do also make specific ones for the Switch 2. So you have to plug it in from the bottom. But the thing is, you don't necessarily have to have one of these. I mean, you can just lay it down on a surface and plug it in from the bottom and just like lay it down on the surface. I just use these because it's fancy, you know. That's a fancy way of doing it. So I wouldn't exactly call that a downfall. That's just a wee minor setback. But, well, not even a setback. That's just the thing. I'm bougie, so that's just me. But long story short, this is probably going to be a very convenient device to have. And this can take the guesswork out of a lot of things, especially if you're doing, like, say, a computer presentation, or if you want to show something off on your phone and show it to a room full of people. Just plug right in, and you're good to go. But one minor gripe I personally have, though, hopefully this will be fixed when in the initial rollout. This right here, the USB-C for the power supply that you have to plug in. You have to plug this in before you plug it into HDMI, because this is like, you know, the power supply. My unit did not come with a separate USB-C cord for it. Luckily, I have about 1 million of them around. So I was just able to rummage through my parts box over here, find one, plug it up, and I was good to go. Now here's the thing, not everyone is equipped like that. So hopefully when you order this, it comes with one. So if not, then if it doesn't come with one, that's gonna be a problem, or could be a problem for some people. But hopefully it does. And also on Cabletime on the website, there are a ton of other accessories there available, so you can get some there. But if you are interested in buying this, in the link, there's a link in the description below, along with a promo code if you want to buy one. Promo code, I believe, is 15% off I believe it's 15% off of the purchase. But link is in the description below if you want to purchase one of your own. This is the 4K60Hz USB-C to HDMI adapter from Cabletime. I highly recommend it. I give this thing a 10 out of 10. Perfect. Highly recommend it. Go ahead and get you one. Well, thanks again for stopping by. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't done it already. Share this with everyone you know. Hit that subscribe button and smack the hell out of the notification bell, so that way you know when we go live with brand new content such as this. Also, support us on Patreon. Help support the channel. For just at least $2 a month, you can get access to brand new content like exclusive G.A.A.S Reacts episodes and outtakes and other exclusive things, whatever I feel like throwing up there. And I also am working on getting the G.A.A.S Reacts podcast over to Patreon. So y'all stay tuned for that. Help support the channel. That'd be awesome. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Brian out.